Hello and welcome to the latest instalment of I'd Watch That. I've realised the thing that I do every time I go live, I do this thing where I readjust myself in my seat and I don't know why I do it. It's like an excited thing that I do. I've been sitting here for half an hour not doing that, and then suddenly I have to readjust myself. I want to readjust the camera. Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time, then this is I'd Watch That. I'm Ash Frith, where what I've done is I've taken the top 100 films from IMDb and I've broken them up into their composite words. So every single film, broken it up into the words, and I've shoved them into a randomizer. And now, with the help of a guest, I'm going to press a button and we're going to make up a random film. And then we're going to talk about that film as if it were a real film. It sounds a bit complicated, but I promise you it's not. This week, we have one of the finest Twitch streamers, well, you're ever going to see. Creative, artistic, funny, kind-hearted. His merch is absolutely superb. Look at this. I've just pinched it, so it now looks like I've got massive nipples there as well. Please welcome your friend and mine. It's Anatomical Bomb.
Hello.
It's Dan from Anatomical Bomb.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm alright. I'm the best streamer.
Yeah,
ever.
I think you're one of the best Twitchers there is.
And I'm the funniest person ever. What else did you say?
Creative.
Made me laugh.
You are kind-hearted, I think.
To you.
You always, yeah, often you message me and say, how are you doing?
Yeah.
You walked around Comic-Con with me whilst you were looking for food and you kept close.
Yeah, I wasn't even buying food for me. It was food for Ash. And apparently my volume's too low.
We'll turn your volume up then. I'll do it.
You need to turn it up.
There you go. You're up at 106 now.
How's that? Is that better?
I mean, that's too much, if anything.
You can turn the volume down on your headset.
No. I don't.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? A rumbling in the tummy.
Was that your stomach rumbling?
Yeah.
Well, so now it's very loud in my ears, and I don't know how to turn that down. That's the thing.
Yeah, do the sound down a bit.
Well, this is the story, guys. So you need to understand that I don't know what I'm doing. So there will be issues like this. There will be sound issues, and I thought I was turning the volume down. Then I just shut everything off and muted things. There's going to be issues. There's going to be technical issues. There's going to be issues with the things that Dan says, because some of them are a little bit distasteful.
Risque, yeah.
But let me know. Let me know if the picture doesn't work. Let me know if the sound doesn't work. And I'm not saying I'll be able to sort it out, but it'll give me a fighting chance. Having a little look over in the chat before we start. We've got Rubber Cat says the Ash maneuver like the Picard maneuver. I don't know what that means. I don't know much about Star Trek. Do you, Dan?
Yeah, I've watched some of it. I've watched quite a lot of it, but only once. And to be a true fan, you need to watch it over and over and make notes, don't you?
Do you? Is that key?
Yeah, you do.
Meowigan says hello. Sam the Ken.
Hello.
Sam the King says, don't forgot get bearded. I mean, it's difficult with Sam because I think he might have something. You know what I mean? I don't want to have a go at his English because I think he might. First time chat from. This is the other thing. I'm terrible at reading names. I watch you do it, and I watch Stuart do it, and it's just so smooth.
How do we just look at words and read
Serpim 21. Serpim 21.
Seraphim.
How would I know?
You read the bloody word, Ash.
It's difficult. Sam's eating a bowl of peas. That's what I say. I think there might be something a bit difficult for him. Right. So the Picard maneuver usually refers to him straightening his uniform. Oh, is that what he does? Is it?
No, it's not. It's something the bloody ship does, isn't it? But that ship do much. Only left.
Something about him driving the ship left, did you say?
Did it cut out?
No, I don't think so. But it might have.
I said it's got to be a maneuver with the ship. It's not. He's winding you up.
Oh, okay. Well, the sound did break up a bit, but I think that's part of the charm of this. It's going to be
No, it is not.
not
It is not the charm.
the
Why is
charm.
it breaking up?
The charm of this stream is going to be the guests that come on with their varying levels of Wi-Fi, with their camera setups. I mean, bearing in mind you do this for a living, the fact that
Yeah, well, it's Discord, Ash. It's not me. Streams are fine. It's this bloody app.
is it Discord that's the main issue? Is it?
It is.
Oh, I turned you up to 86 then. That was too loud. Okay. But you now, and a car beeps in the distance, and now the camera's a bit glitchy. Thank you for watching. This is how it's going to be for the entire time. It's going to be a bit glitchy, the sound's going to be bad, and we're going to make up some films. So
I'm going to do a quick speed test.
it's going to do a quick speed test. This is what it is. I'm going to fill. I'm going to read comments while you do a quick speed test. I think they mean the Riker maneuver. The actor had a bad back, so he used to leg over the chair to sit down from Ed Trotz. I've seen that. It's incredible. Like, you walk into a room and step over a chair and then slide down into the chair. And they expected for that never to be noticed in the TV show. It's absolutely brilliant. Officially, the Picard maneuver refers to a ship maneuver he invented, but it also amusingly refers to the uniform adjustment. Ed Trotz says beep.
I'm having real issues here. My upload speed is 0.05. There's something to go wrong. Connection is fast, my ass. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly reset the router. Have you got time for that?
It's going to reset the router. I can fill. Of course I can fill.
It's your bloody stream. You're going to have to. Right, I'll have to hang up. That's not right. Is it 0.05?
No, I'll go back to just my face, and so they don't have to see the mess of you standing up. Because he's not wearing any trousers either. So here we go.
I'm wearing fucking lovely trousers. I'm back in a second.
Don't forget to mute your microphone because I don't want to hear it. So Dan's now going to reset his router, which is it's ideal, really. It's what we wanted to happen. So now I'm joined here with the guests, you, the viewer. It's so smooth, and I don't think it's on me. This, like, I love streaming, but I've no idea what's going on. Some people could just sort of deal with this seamlessly. Like, I've seen Stuart deal with things, like things completely break down and fry, and he just jumps on, clicks a button here, clicks a button there. I couldn't even work out how to turn the volume down in my headset. Like, this is the problem. So let's go over to chat. So chat's over here for me. Let's have a little look at what you're saying. And maybe you can help me fill the 3 minutes it's going to take for Dan to reset his server. Rubber Cat, I'd heard that one too, just starting there. I like flying by the seat of your pants streams. Well, this is what it's going to be. So brace yourself. You're going to love this. Basically, anything could go wrong. I should actually sort of market the streamers. This is I'd Watch That with Ash Frith. Anything could go wrong. It's always quite good. Gravity Gunner. He hurt his back moving furniture when he was an out-of-work actor. And then it was furniture he had to step over. The irony of that is incredible. Crowd work time, says Sam the King. Yes. Or chat work, I guess. I'm going to use chat work, Sam, because it's very difficult to do crowd work when I can't see people. But it's the same thing, really. If it really was 0.05... you just look like Lego. We did. Ashens, we're missing the hot router action. Do you think should we have, as part of the stream, live streamed Dan resetting his router? Maybe we should have. That's what we could have done. Rubbercat fame at last. Epsilon 077. The vid is using up some of the upstream, though. That's true. That is true. Maybe everything was absolutely fine. I don't know. Zombie Before Sunset. Sam the King says Ashens then man. Like, Sam, you have to try and write in your first language. I really genuinely think that, because I can't read out these comments. You know I read everything that's on there. And if you're literally using just letters, if you're just smashing your hands on the keyboard, there's nothing I can do about it. Zombie Before Sunset. Absolute shambles. Absolute shambles. Yes, thank you. Definitely the case. We're talking about 0.05 being a dial-up speed. And I mean, I'm hoping when he comes back, he just turns his microphone on, so it should be fine. Doozer Devs. How many Dans does it take to change a router? Jesus, please God, let it be one. Please God, let it be one. When I did the last I've watched that with Ashens, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch that or listen to the podcast. I'd watch that. It broke just about halfway through. It was like Twitch just had a complete and utter meltdown, and I had to put it over to things. But me and Stuart were just talking to each other, not quite realising that everything had crushed and crashed. So, Ed Trotz, my internet packed up midstream last night. It was because my phone started auto-uploading a video from a gig. Thanks, Google Photos. I mean, that is painful. Anatomical bomb on the 4G, couple of minutes. So he's not even going to be back on Wi-Fi. He's going to be using his mobile. Sam the King said something in Russian. I hope he hasn't gone off to fix a... No, not going to say that. Sam, please, mate. Ed Trot. So Ed, you were talking, I saw, about changing your name for your streaming name. I don't know where that ended up. Have you decided you are changing it, or are you going to keep it, or what you're doing? Dan says, I'm on my mobile now checking in on you. Why are you checking in? It feels like that has taken up valuable time you should have been spending, sorting out the router. Ed Trotz you're now Ed Trotz, you're not Ed the Penguin anymore. And, you've got to be happy. That's the thing. I'm Ash Frith now on Twitch, but maybe one day I'll be Fat Ash, the idiot. I think that's probably quite likely. Really minty. The router ain't gonna be reboot any faster if he looks at it, Ash. Yeah, but you're not the one, really minty, who's having to fill for time whilst people are watching. The pressure is intense. I didn't want to be mistaken for a dubious children's entertainer. I mean, that's fair. That is fair. Dan, just so you know, is completely... Like, Discord now for me has just gone completely now. We're now no longer in any kind of connection. It appears you've been by yourself on a call for more than 5 minutes. The bandwidth patrol has asked me to disconnect you to save bandwidth. This is mad, isn't it? Now, Discord has got personality. That's the thing. Anatomical Bomb says, sorry, Ash. I mean, this is only the 4th one I've done. It's going to be fine. He better have some cracking films come out. Just to recap, I'll just do this because Ashens was on last week and he had some absolute crackers. Have I got my cards here? I've got some. No, I haven't got Ashens. There you go. So forget it. Does anyone remember any of Ashens films? But I feel like he had some absolute trumpets of films. He really, really did. What have we got over here? Rubber Cat. Just call him up on the mobile and have a drawing of Dan in the second cam. I mean, genuinely, if I could do it quickly enough, I would do that. But I'd just be faffing around. Anatomical Bomber says shambles 3 times. Sam the King. I'm not going to read it, Sam, because you're literally now saying I mixed in a sachet of McDonald's salsa into my peas. Not bad. Sam is always eating and on a train, just so you know. Discord has achieved sentience. That's right. It has. It's telling me. And it's called Clyde, which is weird. It'll be fine in a min, says Dan. Will it? We're gaining viewers. That's the thing. Viewer, if you were just joining us, I'm on with Anatomical Bomb today, and we're going to be making up films in a moment. But he's just had to go off and turn off his router. Nobody's entirely sure why. But that's what's happened. It was fine, but it isn't anymore. And maybe it's me, because did anyone see the Cheap Show birthday thing we did the other day? It was Cheap Show 7 birthday, and for the first 10 minutes of the stream, it was unwatchable, juddery nonsense. And I was there, so it could be me that's the problem. Just get a beep FX and we'll assume he's there. I have got some buttons, but I don't know if it works, if you can hear it. Aww. Did you hear that? That was a aww. I don't know if that works. We've got this one. There you go. You can hear that. Maybe that was him. Ed Trotz, just get a beep effects. That was that. Tell us an amusing story that happened to you this week. An amusing story that happened to me this week. Well, if I had an amusing story, I'm trying to write a show at the moment because I'm doing a live stand-up show in Ipswich, if you're anywhere near Ipswich, on the 9th of July. And I haven't written the show yet. So I am desperately trying to think of amusing stories that have happened to me, and I'm trying to make amusing stories happen. But it's not as easy as all that because I've been gigging quite a lot. Dan might be back. Cop Hours was Ashton's favourite. Cop Hours was brilliant. And genuinely, Cop Hours was a film I'd watch. It was perfectly, I'd watch that. But there's Dan. And I can hear myself, Dan.
Is it clearer? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. It is clear.
Cop Hours.
Can you turn me off, Dan, in your...
I can turn you on, fella. No, yeah, I've turned you off.
Right, so now I need to remember how to share my screen with you.
You are sharing the screen. I can see
you can see it already?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, please welcome...
Please.
No, don't do the accent. It was an accident. It was an accident. Do not do it. Do not repeat me. Please...
God, man.
Please welcome, without further ado, this is the start of the show. It's I'd Watch That. And it is Dan from Anatomical Bomb. Hello, Dan. Don't move your hands too quickly. It can't keep up.
Picture quality stuff. What's going on? No, it's fine. It's fine. If you can hear me, can you hear me?
Yeah, it broke up when you said picture quality is shit. But, this
Did
is
it?
fine.
Oh, God.
We're not doing it again. Like we'll push on through. The viewers, they don't care, do they? They're just here. What's happening is the viewers are there with their headphones in to keep themselves separate from the rest of their lives. This is their little moment to be separate from the troubles of reality.
I mean, I have standards on my stream.
Well, yeah. So why do you? I want to genuinely ask this question: are you sabotaging other people's streams?
What, by being guests?
By being
Giving
a
up
guest?
my free time? Is that what you mean?
And making your robotic voice happen all the time.
Is it robotic now?
Yeah, it's robotic now.
Oh, God.
Top of the Bobs. Top of the Bobs says the echoing effect was first invented by the late night TV quizzes circa 2003. It's always the one you least expect, says Amiga Square. That's true. Don't move too quickly. We don't have enough megabits. Amiga Square said we're here to provide moral support. Ed Trott says immerse me. I don't know what that means, but I like immerse me. Oh, we can hear the fire alarm going off though, so that's perfect.
Oh, thank God. Tell me now.
I mean, it's breaking up constantly. Break out the text to speech. That's what we might have to do. Maybe could you write down the things you're saying and hold them very still in front of the camera?
Like a bloody... Can't even think, to be honest. It's like a music video, Weatherman thing.
Ash Flaps evening. Just if you're just joining us, we're now 20 minutes into the stream called Dan tries to work out some technical difficulties that he's having, whilst Ash fills for time.
I'm so sorry, Ash.
No, you don't have to. Don't you dare say you're sorry. You don't have to be sorry at all. I wouldn't have this any other way.
Wrong with the internet. Something wrong with the internet.
Something wrong with the internet. Try turning your mobile Wi-Fi off. Free up the bandwidth, says Ed.
That should be 300 bloody meg.
It should be
5 meg, don't it?
Should be 300 meg. He's with Virgin Media, I should imagine, with those kind of speeds.
Yes.
He's turned into smoke.
I was until tonight.
Don't know what you said, but it probably was amusing knowing you.
How are we going to do this if you can't hear what I'm saying?
Well, I'll tell you how we're going to do it if I can't hear what you're saying. We aren't going to. But I'm truly hoping, given a bit of time, it sorts itself out. If there's anyone who doesn't deserve apologising to for your audio quality, it's Ash. I think that's a dig. think that's a dig because he listens to the podcast though with Justin Panks. We've had so many people on the podcast saying about the sound quality of our podcast being bad because one of us, one of the two of us, sometimes leaves their mobile phone on the same surface that their microphone is on, and so when they get a message, it vibrates the entire setup.
I think I just had one then. Did you hear it? Was it breaking up? No, that was me. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's not
I
the
mean,
time.
you don't.
Bax is off, Ed. Bax is off.
Dan, I need to tell you, you don't need to do that. I know you sort of said, "Oh, I shouldn't play around. Now's not the time." It did it whilst you were doing that, so it sort of.
Something serious going on here. I mean, I know it's all laughs and jokes and whatever, but this is like my life at Ash.
It's being projected right into our brains, bypassing our ears, says Rubber Cat. People love just seeing me and you talk, or me talking at a still image of you.
Is it that bad? God.
You could, if you sang, "Do you believe in life after love?" You could sound just like Cher.
You went anywhere.
Oh, sorry,
You
did
went
I?
anywhere then.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna play a string back in here.
He's going to play a stream back in there. I don't mind, Ash. I'm really friendly and nice, says Sam the King. Is Plex off, Anatomical Bomb?
Yes, it is. It is off.
It is.
It is off.
Zombie
I've been
before...
looking forward to this.
I've been looking forward to this. I thought it's like, you know, when you have a birthday party and someone comes, gets drunk and starts a fight on like your father-in-law. That's what's happened. Zombie Before Sunset said, "Through the power of interpretive dance." Maybe we could do that. Maybe you should dance your way.
God.
Go audio only for Dan, says Ashens. Oh, that would be such a shame. It'd be such a shame. But he's right. He's right. We're gaining viewers. This is what I love about it. Is the gaining of viewers.
We're gaining viewers because Stuart kindly retweeted it. That's why we're gaining viewers. This shit show.
Brundlefly says, "Has Dan tried restarting his router?" He did for 20 minutes. Modify the smoke alarm beeps into a Morse code. That is a good answer. That is a good one. There it is. Oh, don't say that, actually. Don't get it to say that. That is offensive. Ash
Right. Can you hear me now?
I can hear. It's good. That was good. What have you done?
Clear, is it?
Oh, it broke up when you said it's clearer.
Right. It's not going to work like this, is it?
It's not going to work like this. But let's try just putting you on audio for a second.
I don't want to waste my go at this with half-assed audio and video.
But what about if I take a picture of you and then put that on there, and then we just sort of.
How about I restart my router again, and if it doesn't work, then I'm going to stick the pin in it. You know the hole where the pin.
Oh,
put a pin in it.
wow! Okay, we're going to do that. Well, I'll go back to just me.
Sorry. Right. Okay.
It's good because Dad, I can tell Dad is really genuinely getting frustrated by this and wants to fix it. But he will fix it. ROK Play says it sounds like he has good Wi-Fi right now. I wish you could see his trousers. They are phenomenal trousers. I can see him restarting the router. I might show it. Is that he doesn't know that I'm going to show it though, so that might not be cool. But look, there he is down there, bottom right of your screen. That's him restarting a router. That's what's going on there. I felt like I gave you a little bit too much information there. A little bit of a peek behind the Dan curtain. What have we got over here? Has Dan tried restarting the router? Yes. Tell Mother to stop using all the internets from Do's Devs. Meowigan, is that correct? I'm terrible at this. It's funny because, like, I know with Stuart and Dan, they see your names all the time and then you can correct them, then they learn. But I see them and instantly forget because I'm a bad person. Can Dan do his bit through the power of mime? Another good suggestion. Ash Flaps has put a picture of Dan up saying, what a video. Zombie Before Sunset. The face is where the money is. I don't know what that means, but I really like it as an expression. What should we, Sam, talking about food? What should have for dinner tomorrow? A nice box sign in the back. What? Which? Oh, yeah, this is my box. My box sign. The pin is in, says Dan. I'm watching the video and it has frozen, so I think we can now safely have a little look at Dan over there, because that should now be a frozen screen. So it's not like he's going to accidentally have his winkle out or anything. But there he is down in the corner, and it goes completely grey. We've got good. This is good. I feel like we're making real progress now as we approach 30 minutes into the stream. Miranda Stone says, haha. Thank you, Miranda. Very kind of you. Your moustache is quite pronounced in this lighting. Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. It looks like I've got like a one of those fighter pilot. And I've got quite slicked hair by the looks of things as well. Oh, my goodness. Look, yeah. What's going on there? It's like I'm growing a little fighter pilot's moustache. Why is that happening? I haven't got a moustache. That's weird. Oh, I've changed the mood slightly. Oh, warm. Why is my moustache so on display? It looks like I've got a moustache. Maybe I should live stream shaving it. Live scenes from inside Dan's router. It's a picture of Mr. Blobby. I mean, thank you so much. I don't know why you've stayed to watch. I love the fact that so many of you have. It blows my mind that people are watching. Imagine if, like, at the start, at like 8 o'clock, you got a message out that said, watch Ash talk to himself while someone else resets a router. Like, literally, that's what's happening, and you're sitting there watching it in the hope that the show happens and is watchable. I'm sure it will be. He pinned it. Factory reset. Oh, says Deuce of Devs. It can only go well, can't it? Jesus Christ. I want to make a living at this one day. I know it seems fanciful. I genuinely do. But I'd love it if, you know, I could stream and just, you know, my podcast with Justin. I'd do that. I'd stream. I'd do some stand-up when I chose. It'd be amazing, wouldn't it? That'd be great. But you can't do that when you literally don't know what you're doing. And that's where I'm at right now. This can only end in shambles, says Do's the Devs. If Anatomical Bomb has 300 megabits down on Virgin Media, he should have 37. Is it Mbps? Is that megabits? Up. Weird that he's having these problems. Gravity Gunner, thank you for breaking it down and being so succinct. I love that. If he's got that, then it should work. There's me adjusting my seat again. You're right. You're absolutely right. He should have better upload speed. He's probably paying through the nose for it as well. Rubber Cat, the factory reset is a bit nuke it from orbit. And he's still not back. That's the thing. Is he watching on his phone? We don't know. We can't know. Sam the King, who is also he's a stand-up comedian, Sam. He's working his hardest at that. Says, I did the blackout up the creek last week, but that's a story for a different stream. Well, thanks, Sam. Thanks for that. Did anything good happen? I did hear from someone that was there, actually. So Dan is watching. I mean, it still irks me a little bit that you're watching when you should be participating. I know that's not your fault, but it doesn't change the fact it irks me. I'm irked. I feel a bit irked by it. Well, his subs are paying for it, says Do's the Devs. I don't know what that means. I probably said something that related to, and I can only apologise. Sam name dropped me. Did you? Well, Up the Creek. Great comedy club, Up the Creek. Very, very good. Ryan RLK Play says, I have the power to turn off my Wi-Fi for my whole family from the comfort of my bed. Oh, that is the power that you need. That truly is. Ash Flax McNulty killed the room. Sam the King. Come on. Was that a dig at me, Ash Flaps? Come on, mate. Anatomical Bomb says some bloody update, I'm sure. So let me tell you, if you're enjoying this, imagine how good it's going to be when Dan is actually here. Have you seen them? Who saw the previous ones? I had Justin Panks on the first one, I had Ross McGrain on the second one, I had Ashens on the third one. If you want to hear them back, you can go and listen to it as a podcast. If you want to watch them back, they're all on Twitch. And loads of you have, and I absolutely love it. It's fantastic. Thank you very much. I think this is a good idea. I mean, not right now, I don't. I think it's one of the worst ideas I've ever had. But this is a show where we make up random films and we talk about it. It's great. It really does rely on the other guests being there. I mean, I could do it now, but I think it'd be weird me doing it to myself. Oh, something's happened. Clyde's back, the Discord bot. It appears you've been by yourself on this call for more than 5 minutes. The bandwidth patrol has asked me to disconnect you to save bandwidth. That stuff doesn't grow on trees. Thank you, Clyde. Okay. Sam the King says, I told a bloke from Essex to fuck off back home and the room lost it. Yeah, Sam, you see, if you've got a small audience there and you alienate one of that small audience, you will lose the room. But it's a valuable lesson to learn. Okay, plays. Ash, could you go to downloadram.com? I don't know what that is. I'm not going to do it now on your say so. Trust you, and then click on it and it's some filth. I don't know what it is. Gemma 5 zeros? Gemma, ooh. Caught 2 of them and enjoyed them very much. Which 2 did you catch, Gemma? Which 2? And then I can decide whether I agree. I'd watch that, says Miranda Stone. And you are. I don't really know why. Dan is calling again. Let's try this with Dan. Dan, I can see Dan. He's shaking his head. He's still muted.
I'm muted.
Let's go back. Let's see Dan, everyone. Brace yourself, because I think you're going to find it's crystal clear. Oh, Dan has moved. The screen somehow has gone off.
It's not crystal clear, is it?
No, it's not crystal
No.
clear.
There's problems in my area with Virgin Media. I just checked.
I'm now having to live adjust your camera because for some reason it changed your... This is hilarious.
Issues. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you. It's, you know.
Issues.
I mean, we can all hear you. Most people have hot singles in their area. Dan has issues in his. I feel like Dan can't hear us.
I can hear.
No,
I
he
can hear.
You can.
This is bullshit.
He's saying it's so shit. Well,
I said it's bullshit.
Oh, it's bullshit. Yeah, it is.
I look forward to this for months.
Months and months. Well, it's going to be fine. Hot single problems in your area, says Ash Flaps. We get a lot of shambles coming in. A lot of shambles.
Yeah, that's my emote there. Thanks for using my emote.
Ash Flaps McNulty says, I hope this is going out unedited. Of course it is. You've seen that. You've listened to the podcast. You know I very rarely edit. I had to edit the podcast the other day because Justin said a career ender. Do's or devs. Yeah, he, cat, it, yeah, it, no. RLK plays. Good luck in your exam tomorrow, and well done on going early.
Test.
Oh, wow. That was perfect.
Was it?
No, but that's fine.
You don't make this easier, Ash.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I think that we're still going to remain close friends. And so I think we can do this and it's going to be absolutely fine.
Not if you can't hear me, it's not.
No, I can't hear you at all. Should we go audio only just to see? I know we can do
You can try. You can try.
It sounds like a threat. Oh, you can try. Oh, what's happened there?
Gone audio only.
And now I can see myself twice. I'd like to have a picture of Dan. What can I put in there? See, again, a better streamer would now be able to take you away from that and still be able to work on the other screen. It's still not good, is it? Still not good. Oh,
The voice still dodgy, is it?
no, that's very clear.
Is it though? Because you keep
No,
saying
that's perfectly clear. Okay, so you can still see my screen, can't you, over here?
Yeah. Have you got like a photograph you can put in there or something?
Well, let me just go to my face for a second. You can still keep talking, I believe. And I'm going to find a picture, a suitable picture to put in. Don't sigh and huff like that.
I don't want to waste my one opportunity to go on. I'd watch that in this shit show.
I promise you, I will have you on again. And don't call it a shit show. Right, okay. Right, what do you... Well, you keep talking. I've got to type. He's not talking, viewer. He won't.
Do you think Terry Wogan gets the guests to speak while he gets his makeup done?
Oh, you go on then. Do your Terry Wogan. Go on.
Go ahead there. No, I won't. I won't do it. That's nice. Got a picture of you.
I've got a picture of you now, so that's fine.
That's brilliant.
I wish I typed in Anatomical Bomb, and some of the things that come up were horrific.
Yeah, I know.
I wish
it was
wish I hadn't
a long
seen
time ago.
No, they weren't you. Right, so now because I can't sort of edit live, I'm now going to have to. Because I have to edit live, I'm now going to drop in. I mean, this is dangerous.
I have to do this again in a few weeks, Ash. This ain't acceptable.
This ain't acceptable.
No, acceptable, is it?
Let's upload a picture. Add source. Browse. I could put in a picture of Cheap Show's birthday show. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't make any sense.
It wouldn't make any sense, but what is making sense nowadays? That's what I'd like to know.
My voice is making sense now.
Oh, it broke up then. Just ironically, just as you said that, it broke
Did
up.
it really?
Yeah, it did. It knows that you're talking about it. That's the problem.
Speed test.
Where did I save the picture to? That's the other problem as well. So, who knows? Who knows? Thank you for being there, viewer. 51 people watch now. We're gaining viewers at a rate of knots.
That's thanks to Stuart retweeting that for us.
He's never going to do that again, though, after this has been thrown back in his face.
I'll ask him to do this.
You shouldn't have asked him.
Absolute shower.
You have caused this by asking Stuart to retweet when, ultimately, he's too busy. He shouldn't even be watching this. He's a busy, busy man.
He was looking forward to it. He messaged me. He said, "What time's the show?"
Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness, chat. Audio so clear we can hear the beep, says VidGold. Thank you, VidGold. That's true. I'm going to try again to get a picture. It did save somewhere, my picture of Anatomical Bomb, but I don't know where. Anatomical. Can I just say that if you are Googling, don't Google Anatomical Bomb because some of the pictures aren't very pleasant. Save image. AB. Image downloads. Save. There we go.
A good one.
I've saved it now. So definitely we've got no problems now whatsoever. It's just going to plop this picture straight in. It isn't how I thought it was going to go. This isn't the stream I thought it was going to be. That's the truth. Why is it so big? Why have you gone really big over there now? What's happened? Why have you taken over the entire thing? This has been something special.
Close display capture on where, so it hasn't got that in the background. Are you going to stretch the face? That might look funny. Go on then.
There you go.
There you go. That'll do. On with the show.
On with the show. Let me just copy that. And welcome to I'd Watch That this week with Anatomical Bomb. I'm going to hit paste there.
It's gone. There it is. All right, it's there.
There he is, and he's live. This is how I wanted it to go. The fourth one in, and it's audio only. If you're just joining us, and so many of you are, and I don't know why. I'm so sorry. This isn't how it's meant to be, but there's trouble in Dan's area.
Yes.
Maybe they've said, can you look out the window and see if they're in the street? Are they doing something? Have they dug something up?
I was going to look there. No, I'm not seeing it anymore.
That's the best bit. It's cut out head plastered all over the photo. There we go. I just found that photo and I've stuck it on there.
Brilliant. I drew that, by the way.
I know you drew. You're a very talented artist. Very talented artist. You think you'd be able to afford Wi-Fi, broadband. The gaffer tape and hope approach to StreamPad. I'd like to be able to use Streamlabs where you have it in studio mode where you can be adjusting something in the background, but I don't know how you work that with the Stream Deck. So there's something I could have done off stream.
What I have is like a big black back screen that I go to.
Oh, that's clever. But then,
well, I mean, yeah, you can't really adjust it. You should be prepared when you go in, really.
Yeah, it's almost as if I should have been prepared for all of this before we went in. Well, let's have a little stab at this, and if it doesn't work, we'll do another one in a couple of weeks. Should we say that?
I think we should do another one in like a month or so anyway. You know, I've just been looking forward to this. I'll text you every day. When can I do? I'd watch that, the big hit show on Twitch. When can I be part of this?
Well, there's a group of people watching now that are definitely agreeing with you. You know what? I really appreciate that so many people are watching, but truthfully, I question all of your sanity for still being there. That's the truth.
People like seeing things fall apart. People watch YouTube videos of bridges collapsing and stuff. Mind you, can play games of bridges collapsing.
Yeah, I wish I had tonight in a way.
Well, let's get this going. Let's get the ball rolling. Come on, let's go.
Let's get the ball. All right, sorry. Yeah, I forgot that this is.
I've taken all my clothes off.
Zombie Before Sunset says, what sanity? First time chat from Fizzbin UK. Dan's followers are all insane anyway, but he's brought them along with him, so we massively appreciate you for being there, Dan. Dan, how are you? Welcome to I'd Watch That, the made up film, I'm going to say podcast, because let's be honest, no one's fucking watching this.
Yeah.
They are.
I'm all right.
Thank you.
I was at work today. I was thinking, I can't wait to get home to my Wi-Fi.
Oh, I don't know. Ed Trotz has just subscribed. Ed, I appreciate it, but again, I'm questioning your sanity. If this is the time that you're saying now's the time I'm going to spend money on Ash Free, it means a lot. Thank you very much, Ed. Quality content, says Ed. Very much appreciated. It's like, I don't know, does the followings and the subscribings and the comments, does that necessarily relate to the quality of the stream in your experience, Dan?
I would say a subscription definitely does.
Does it?
Somebody wants to return.
Fuck. And so that's why you've got so many subscribers, because your quality of your stream when you do it is always perfect. Just remind me, when I came on your stuff and I've done stuff with you on yours, did I sabotage it by having terrible Wi-Fi?
No.
Oh,
no.
That's weird.
Well, to be honest, when you first came on, I didn't know who you was.
What?
You first came on to do top 10, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Of course I remember.
I'd never spoken to you. I asked you out of the blue, I think.
Wow.
I think Stuart may have recommended you.
Wow. And then look what's happened since. We've been inseparable since.
And then I think we had a stream where we were just drinking and chatting. Remember that one?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Lovely. What a lovely time we've had. And then I come into your shop not very long ago.
You did. You got free sweets. It wasn't for now.
You gave me so many free sweets. It was great. most of them made it home as well, so that was good. So, what kind of films do you like, Dan?
I like a bit of everything, Ash.
Yeah,
Do you want specific?
You like a lot of horror, don't you?
I do like horror. Yes, I do like horror. Well, I say I like horror. I like the idea of it. And then if I watch lots of horror films, I'm like, God, these films are shit.
Oh, they're shit. It's not. They don't scare you. You just think they're shit.
I don't know. Horror films never scare me. No, they never have.
What does scare you?
Loneliness.
I knew it'd be something like that.
Being alone.
So let's hope we can get a horror film here tonight that is just. So the film Castaway, that is crushing for you, is it?
Actually, I watched that the other day.
Yeah.
Recently.
How did it make you feel?
Bored. It's quite boring, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's the same as every film. When I try and show my son a classic film, he's 15. I tried to show him Indiana Jones, and about 20 minutes in, you realise nothing's happened. And he's just like, what's going on here? I'm just like...
Castaway is not the same as Indiana Jones, Ash. Castaway is just Tom Hanks losing weight on a beach.
There's a plane crash, there's a love story, there's a man crabbing.
Well, technically he's in love with a locket, because they're not even together, are they, at the end and stuff. But most of it, I think there's about... Apart from the beginning where there's some talking, there's no other talking until the end. He's just there, sticking grass and a ball.
I feel like it's very much going to be like this podcast in about 2 minutes. Just one man talking to himself whilst he looks at a picture of someone else.
Well, is it breaking up?
It's breaking up. You sound again a bit like Cher. But it was very clear for a moment, and we really do need to remember what we did have, you know? Remember the good times when you had a minute where I could hear you perfectly.
I have such pearls to give.
I think well, we are at 56 minutes for this stream.
Oh, we'll get started, shall we? This is a test run, everyone. Yeah. This is a test run.
This is a test run for Dan's proper version. It's not Dan's fault. If you're just joining us, he's got problems in his area.
There's something wrong with Virgin Media.
I'm on Virgin Media. Let's just make that clear as well. And they need to sort their bloody act out, don't they?
They do.
Right, Dan, can you see the screen at least?
I can see the screen.
We are going to bring up your first film. Zombie Before Sunset says Dan's Wi-Fi is on a beach losing weight. Right, here comes your first film. Everybody, are you ready for Dan's first film? Let's do this. I'd Watch That. It's Dan from Anatomical Bomb, and it's live. Demolition Recall is your first movie.
Look at this.
Drunkula says, let's do it.
So, is there like a structure to this you want? A particular structure?
Why are you asking this now? Why are you asking this now, an hour in?
Right, so you want me to just describe the Demolition Recall that I watched?
Hold on, you've watched this.
I have, yeah.
You've watched these streams, and you've now completely forgotten.
No, I know I need to explain this film. I just wondered if you wanted it done in a certain order. You could say...
Oh,
you're waiting for me to explain the film?
I just want you to tell me the first thing that comes into your head. I want you to... And now a motorbike drives into your bedroom with you, or whatever it is.
Well, I know you're looking at the title Demolition Recall, which I'm guessing...
Are you on the motorway?
God, it's a dangerous road. I told you about this. My cat that's dead now lost a leg on that road. It lost a leg. Her name was Cleo, but then we started calling her Trio. It was a bit insensitive.
Oh my God. I feel like, you know, when you see Ant and Dec and there's a hidden camera and there's someone, they're sort of winding someone up. And they're in your ear now going, Dan, tell him about your cat getting run over.
Turn around, Ash. Turn around.
I don't want to. Oh my God. Poor old Trio. I'm actually crying. A lot of people saying Demolition Recall is actually a very appropriate title. So, Dan, just to recap what I want you to do, even though I specifically said, do you know what I want you to do beforehand? I just want you to talk about the film Demolition Recall as if it was a real film. I want you to tell me what you think it would be. I want you to tell me, when it's
actors,
set, maybe
yeah.
the actors, whatever you want.
Yeah. All right, all right. Demolition from Demolition Man.
Yes.
Recall from Demolition Man, from Total Recall.
Yeah, I reckon.
Demolition Recall. What you're thinking? Action, sci-fi. I'm not going to go that direction.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to go romance. You don't get too many romances on here, do you?
No, very rarely get romance. I mean,
No.
I think all of Ashen's films very much led themselves to 80s blockbusters. So
They did, yeah.
Demolition
That's it.
Recall doesn't feel like a romance. Is it a comedy or just a proper romance?
Well, it's got the tag comedy romance, but it's not funny.
Oh, they never are. Don't worry.
They never are. No. This stars Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan.
Oh, so it's is it now? Oh, because that'd be quite good. Like, they did all those films in the 90s. Like, it's about time they come back together. Is it now?
Well, they did Sleepless in Seattle. Then it was You've Got Mail, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And now this is Demolition Recall.
Just be careful on that road, by the way. It is very busy.
It is a dangerous road. So, Meg Ryan works on a building site.
Right. Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
And she's in charge of demolition.
Is
So
she
when they take the
foreman? Is she? Is she the...
No, she's a special demolitions expert.
Okay, this is good.
I mean, in the past, she used to be in a group of mercenaries.
Wow.
And she did demolitions then, but she wanted to settle down, so she started demolishing buildings.
Where was she a mercenary? What do you mean by mercenary? Was she like
in her 20s? She was in Vietnam. Not Vietnam. She was in like a predator situation.
Yeah, okay.
And her expertise was demolition.
Wow. Do we see flashbacks of that, or is it?
No, because it's a day. We're showing this in the daytime. This film. She just hints at that.
Okay.
Yeah. So when she gets home from work, occasionally she put a bit of camo paint on her cheeks and just has a little tear run down her face.
Careful, mind out for that. That was close.
You can't do that every time, Ash.
I can.
Right. So. She's a demolition expert.
Yeah.
She's demolishing buildings, ready for new, beautiful buildings to be built.
Mm-hmm.
Tom Hanks owns the building next door.
Hang on, isn't this the switcheroo of You've Got Mail?
I've never watched it. You've Got Mail.
I think he's a planner, like a town planner type thing, and he wants to knock down her bookshop and build a high-rise block of flats. I think that's
bullshit.
That is
no
what it's
way.
about. Please, in the chat, let us know. I think that is the whole plot. And then basically an email is sent. They fall in love via email. They're at loggerheads in the shop because he wants to demolish it. She wants to save her shop. But they fall in love over email because email was a new thing back then, obviously.
Well, you didn't let me finish.
Oh, come on. I should have.
So she's demolishing the building next door. And Tom Hanks is really grateful because he gets a great view. He's on that side of the building. Right. As soon as that thing's demolished, he can see straight to the park.
Oh, lovely. Central Park? Is this a New York-based film?
No, this is in Delaware. What's Delaware like?
I don't
You
know.
ever been to Delaware?
No. Have you got any Delaware listeners currently?
Delawareans?
Any Delawareans, Ian? Well, it's quite parky, Delaware, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, well, there you go.
I made that.
Well, just not the side he was facing. But thank God that building's gone. So he runs down and he has to thank the demolitions expert.
Yeah.
He meets her, love at first sight. She's like, I ain't got time for this. I've got buildings to demolish.
So she's playing hard to get. I love the switcheroo here. I really do. I like that.
You like that she's the demolitions expert because people would assume that it was the guy, and shame on you.
But so is he going to pursue her? It's not going to be a bit sort of sex pesty, is it?
Well, it will do, but in a comical way.
Yeah, because that's fine in films.
That's fine, yeah. So what he does is he calls into a radio station. It's called Dusty in Delaware, right? And he sort of tells them about this woman he's fallen in love with. And then he sends an email
sake.
He sends an email to. I haven't figured out her name. What's her name?
Oh, you've got to tell me, really.
And her name is Donna.
Donna, yeah.
They call her Demolition Donna.
Demolition Donna. I think I've seen
And-
that film.
And Tom Hanks is called. Well, what's his job? His job is he's a professional fisherman. He has an angling show on cable.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I know. That's the new twist.
He's a
isn't it?
fisherman, but is he a sea fisherman or a
Well, he
pond?
does it all really because you all see the film.
And
So he does.
is there a pond in the park he wants to look at? Has he got his eye on a fish?
Yes, there is. There is.
There's a giant bass that he's looking to get to grips with.
There is. He's not allowed to fish there, but this is a bit that comes in later on. But he has his own show on like one of the lower cable channels. I don't know if you ever watched those fishing shows on the like D-Max.
No,
The
I've never.
D-Max channel.
I've never watched D-Max. I don't think. No.
Have you ever watched the fishing show?
I used to listen to the early morning fishing radio show on Talk Sport, even though I've never fished and I'm ultimately against fishing due to my, vegan beliefs. But I did find it quite soothing. A bit like,
Yeah. Listen, as long as it's Talk Sport, wouldn't you?
I don't ever listen to Talk Sport, Dan. You should know. I've told you about my feelings about sport. But I just find it quite relaxing to listen to a bloke talk about fishing. I did find it quite relaxing.
Well, he's a vegan as well.
He's a
doesn't
vegan
use-
fisherman.
He doesn't use hooks.
Wow.
He just hangs a net and waits for them to swim in.
And does it,
Sometimes it works.
yeah, very rarely it works.
We'll get out of the tangent here. Right, so he wants to meet this Demolition Donna, played Meg Ryan.
Yeah.
They fall in instantly.
But so
He's too busy.
but you're saying they met and she wasn't interested because she's too busy.
Well, it's not that she wasn't interested. It's just that she's busy. She's got priorities. I mean, when she looked at him, there was a little spark. You could tell. I mean, she's that good an actress.
Does she do that thing where she bangs her hand on the table and goes, yes, yes, yes?
That's later on as well. That's when that's nothing to do with Tom Hanks.
No, that was Billy Crystal. That was Billy Crystal.
No, she said to demolish.
I mean,
Bit
the
busy,
sound, Dan, the
cast.
sound is now almost unbearable. I will say that at this stage.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, you sound like you said bloody hell there, so that was something. I heard that. Just to read some comments while we give your bandwidth time to catch up. Kids, Rubber Cat says kids have to save the local library from being demolished by an evil CEO and have a few hours to convince the council to rescind the order. That is, again, you've got mail. Gemma's just laughing. Everyone's just laughing. I think they're laughing at the outrageousness of the stream rather than anything I've said or you've said. Drunkula, he's remembering the time he knocked her. Oh no. See, this is the problem. I'll read everything out loud, and some of them are inappropriate. I'm like Anchorman, Drunkula, and Tom Hanks is a mermaid.
Right. I'm guessing you can't really hear me.
Oh,
This is ridiculous.
it is breaking up a little bit, but Drunkula says, "Please don't read any of mine. I'm sorry." My son says, "I can hear you from the conservatory," so that's good. And he says it's very amusing because I've got the window open here, and maybe he can literally hear me round the back of the house. Really minty. I see Dan's video quality has improved.
What do you want to do, Ash? Because this ain't working.
That's very clear. That's very clear.
That's because I'm shouting.
No, it has. It's not breaking up at all. So Demolition Recall. So it's a modern film. You're saying
Well, late 90s.
late night. Oh, it is. It's set in those times. It is from those
Yeah.
times.
After You've Got Mail.
And give me a pivotal scene from the film. Give me the one that we're Rob Deb subscribed. Rob, thank you very much. I mean, Rob, I do need to tell you, this has been one of the worst quality streams that's ever happened, but I very much appreciate it.
I'm calling from 1982.
Rob says, I subscribe, which costs the same as GQ and still less than a copy of Batman, proving I'm too poor for comics. Good to see you. Hope I can be a guest soon. Definitely, Rob. This is made for you, Rob, and I hope your internet connection is strong.
Do you make all your guests feel like shit, Ash?
No, only when they sort of cyber attack me, Dan.
You
It's
know,
perfectly clear
I've
now.
been looking forward to this. Is it?
So
Is
yeah,
it?
it is. It genuinely is. So give me that scene. Give me the scene. What are you putting on the trailer, Dan?
Right. So he's got a fishing show.
Yeah.
Meg Ryan is an orphan, right?
Yeah.
And throughout the film, she's constantly
She's a
talking about,
mercenary orphan. So she was a
well,
mercenary
why do you think she become a demolitions expert?
in a predator style environment.
That doesn't matter because we don't see anything about that. That's too interesting for this film.
Fair play, fair play.
Right. So he's got his fishing channel, and she's like, I don't watch fishing shows. They're boring. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. It's really clear now. Genuinely, it's clear.
Right. I don't watch fishing shows. They're boring, man. I just like blowing shit up. And he's kind of hurt by it.
Yeah.
But then eventually, when he sort of, this is like a pivotal scene later on. So they've argued. They're not seeing each other. So she decides to turn to D-Max. You shook your head. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. It can't.
Right, I'm
like
not
when
sure.
the sound's good, it can't be you asking whether I can hear you.
But she turns to D-Max and sees his fishing show
Yeah.
after she gets an email saying, watch D-Max, channel 267. So she turns it on, and he's there fishing in a lake with his big net. And he pulls out this net. He's got a really big one. And it ends up being his mum and dad in the net. And then she gets all teary-eyed because she recognises them because they got the exact same haircut as her.
Are they dead? Are they dead?
They're not dead.
Oh,
well,
right.
yeah, orphan means dead. No, they just
Oh.
left her. Yeah.
Why?
They just
Why are they in the lake? Has he found them,
Because
or were
he
they
set it
living?
up.
He set
he
it
set
up.
it up. He told her to watch the show,
Yeah.
and then he pulls them out one at a time. First, he pulls out the mum,
Yeah.
and she just stands there sort of drying off, changing her clothes while the show's going on. Then he pulls out the dad, and then he pulls out her brothers and sisters that she didn't know she had.
Oh my God! It's surprise.
And they've all got blonde bobs.
Like surprise with Cilla Black, but instead it's an A-list super movie.
Yep. And then he says, Donna, if you're watching this, then give me a sign. And then she blows up the Twin Towers. Not the Twin Towers, no.
That was too much. Yeah, but maybe.
She blows up
Hold on,
something.
is this a conspiracy movie? Is it set in 2001?
She goes out to the garden. She blows something up.
Yeah,
She's like, he hears it from a mile away.
and he knows.
And he knows. He knows.
And does he run? So Ash Flap says, "What a twist! What a twist!"
He runs to her. He runs towards the smoke.
And the asbestos.
Mm-hmm.
The asbestos dust. Oh
She
my
runs
God.
towards the lake, and they meet in the middle, and they have a big kiss.
Ashen says, can't get the image of a 70s style mood horror out of my head, where if John Hurt remembers enough small details of a place he's been to, it explodes.
That sounds pretty good. Is that real?
Again, no, I don't know, but Ashen's has got,
Don't you be coming in here giving your bloody movies. Is this your movie for Demolition Recall? You had your turn, mate.
Do you know what my wife said to me just before I came up? My wife said, "Oh, Stuart's video was so clear last time, wasn't it?" I said, "Yeah, it really was. Hopefully Dan's will be because he's a streamer as well."
This ain't the official one, Ash. This is not the official one.
Ashen, sorry, can you say that again? I couldn't understand you.
Rubbish. Don't you be
Really, Minty
showing me
says
up.
Dan's turned into Metal Mickey. Fritho YT says, I think the Demolition Recall is about a man who has a bomb on a piece of string and he has no idea when it will blow up, so he has to figure out when it will go off and throw it. But if he miscalculates, then it will come back and blow him up.
Thing is, right, they're all gone for the sci-fi action things.
Yeah,
I've got
yeah.
the romance film out of the way. You haven't had a romance yet, have you?
No, I've really enjoyed that. I've really enjoyed it. I
Comedy
have to say.
romance.
Dan,
The funny bit was when he fished the parents out of the pond.
I mean, it was lovely. And I did laugh when you said it was the Twin Towers, but, you know, I don't want anyone to take offence to me laughing at that.
It was just me saying it. I was trying to link it to something, because the good was have sort of a foot in reality.
Yeah, a foot in reality, I think he said, so that's good.
Oh, was it breaking up again?
It's been breaking up again, yeah, but don't worry about it. People are still watching, and I don't know why. This reflects badly on all of you viewers. Like, I don't want to have a go at you, but this reflects badly on you that you're staying with this. I appreciate it. I just think you've all got problems.
How much of the film did you hear?
I heard all of the film. It was brilliant. I genuinely think that's a great film. Demolition Recall, a rom-com with Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. She's the demolition expert. I love that twist.
Yep.
Rob Deb says, should have gone with Daryl Hannah and the fish exploding family reunion.
It would have, right, yeah.
With a fitting end to the Splash trilogy. Was there a Splash trilogy?
No, this would be the trilogy.
No, yeah, it says there is a Splash 2 called Splash 2 with the double T-double-O. Wow.
This would be Splash. Look who's splashing now.
Well, this is what it's all about. You know, if you make a film and you take it to the producers, they'll be giving you notes like this. You know, they'd be saying, let's get Daryl Hannah, let's make it a Splash film. Isn't, what was it? There's a film that I heard that was meant to be a sequel of something or become a sequel, and it was, in fact, meant to be its own film. It's not good if I can't remember. Rob will know. Zombie Before Sunset says Demolition Recall sounds like an alternative title to Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Really Minty says none of the original cast, I think. In Splash 2, I presume that was. Right, I like that. I think Demolition Recall is getting the green light. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to say I'd watch that, but I think certainly it's getting made.
Good.
Are you ready for your second film, Dan?
Yes, it won't be romance.
It won't be what?
Romance.
Well, you don't know that. It might be love.
No, I got it out of the way. I got it out of the way early.
Here we go. Beverly Hills Tie.
Oh, this would have been romance. That would have been the restaurant.
It can be. It still can be. It doesn't have to be a different. It doesn't have to be a different genre each time. You just what feels right.
Right, this is going to be.
Is it a massage place? Is it?
What is Beverly Hills Cop? Yeah, what's Thai from?
I don't know, but in the chat, let us know what is Thai from.
What film has got Thai in the title?
I don't know. It's on IMDb, whatever it is, though. I know that much.
Right, this is stars Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, it doesn't.
I was going to write it down.
Beverly Hills Thai. Right.
Well, this could be, you know, in the 80s where they made those films and they were, like, looking back, massively inappropriate. What's that one where the guy takes, like, skin tanning tablets and becomes a basketballer? Do you remember that, to get his apprenticeship or whatever? This feels like it could be that kind of thing. Beverly Hills.
Well, am I playing this or are you playing this, Ash?
Well, I don't know. It depends on how much your phone line holds up. Here, go for it.
Can you hear me now?
Is he a Thai boxer, maybe, or
No? Well, I'm gonna. This is a film directed by Mike Lee.
Oh, Mike Lee.
And Mike Lee. It's set in Essex. It's about a restaurant called Beverly Hills Thai. See, it doesn't need to be in Beverly Hills. It's just somebody who wants a very flash-sounding restaurant.
So Beverly Hills is known for, like, its celebrities, movies, all of that kind of thing, isn't it? So Is it like a themed Thai restaurant, but like
No,
a?
it's very much like Life is Sweet. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Never seen that.
When he opens a restaurant called Regret Rien.
Is it a French restaurant?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he serves French food, but this guy serves Beverly Hills food and Thai.
What's Beverly Hills food?
Burgers, fries.
So it sells burgers and pad Thai.
Yeah, just Thai food. I mean, we're getting distracted. It's not about the
It's
restaurant.
about the restaurant.
It's just,
Sorry.
It's
I'm
like
getting
My
bogged
Beautiful
down in
Laundrette. You ever seen My Beautiful Laundrette?
I've never seen any films. Just brace yourself for that.
It's not really about the laundrette. This is about the struggles of an Essex family and their kooky uncle who wants to open a Thai restaurant and call it Beverly Hills Thai.
Which part of Essex?
Southend.
Oh, where did you come up with that idea?
I don't know.
So okay, So a kooky uncle wants to open up a Beverly Hills Thai restaurant. Are they a Taiwanese family?
No, he's had Thai food
I
once.
mean, it's Taiwanese. That isn't. Is that people from Taiwan? I'm confused.
I think so. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it is. He's eaten Thai. So he can open his own Thai food restaurant.
Oh, he's... Who knows what's happening now?
Am I back?
You're back. Are we back, viewer? Let us know if we're back. Had something come up there. It's all gone quiet. Are we back? I think we might be back. Yeah, we're back. We're back. Christ alive. Doozer Dev says sequel to Beverly Hills Chihuahua. And the main character gets caught and becomes a yellow curry. Oh dear.
Right, so it's a Mackley film about an uncle who played by Jim Broadbent.
Jim Broadbent in a Mike Leigh film.
Yeah, Jim Broadbent's in Mike Leigh films.
Is he?
Yeah. He wants to open a restaurant. He has a son played by Gary Oldman. Young Gary Oldman.
Ashen says, I think it's fixed. I take that back. Sorry.
He also, his son, and he has another son played by Tim.
From The Office?
No, Tim. What's Tim's bloody name? Tim. Mr. Orange. Tim.
I don't know.
Tim Roth.
Tim Roth. Doing his sort of... It's weird, Tim Roth. I always found him a weird actor because he's English, but he sounds Australian in every film he ever does.
This is an American film. Right, so there are a couple of brothers. Their dad's Jim Broadbent. He wants to open up a Thai restaurant because he eats Thai once. He's opening up in Southend. Tim Roth is addicted to karate. Gary Oldman is addicted to heroin. So they've both got their problems. Right?
Yeah.
They've got
Are they his sons, did you say?
They're his sons. Yeah. He's embarrassed by them.
Of
and
course.
they're embarrassed by him. But at the end of the film, no one's embarrassed by anyone, Ash. Do you know why?
I'd love to. Yes, please.
You'll have to watch the film, won't you?
I cannot greenlight this film.
He's addicted to karate, right? And I know it sounds stupid, but he won't stop doing karate.
Whatever.
Always. All the time. He's always kicking shit over. He
Breaking
won't stand
blocks
still.
of
He
wood.
runs around. Yeah, he's constantly waving his arm out. Makes everyone nervous. And Gary Oldman's constantly shooting up. And it's really hard to shoot up when Tim Roth's doing his
Karate, kicking the spoon out of his hand all the time.
He's like, oh, lay off, mate. He talks like that.
Yeah.
Lay off, would you? And they're called Gary and Tim because it's easier when you're improvising, because it's mainly improvised.
What's the age difference between Broadbent and Roth and Oldman? Oh, Christ.
It's enough, I think.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Broadbent's played Tim Roth's dad in Meantime, I think.
Is that a film about Greenwich?
Yes, that's when they invented time.
Lovely. So
Yeah.
they've worked together before. That's
They
fine.
have. And Gary Oldman was in that film as well.
Oh
So
my
Gary
god.
Oldman's shooting up. Tim Roth's doing karate. We got. We're going to chuck in a big American actor as like a big
Yes, please.
cameo.
Yeah.
Because Mike Lee's had a few films under his belt. Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is he a cameo?
Kind of. Well, this it was tied on the seafront.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
nothing.
yeah. The Thai
And Tom
restaurant on
Cruise
the
is
seafront.
a surfer.
Tom Cruise is a 60-year-old surfer.
But he's not 60. This is in the 80s.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry. I didn't realise it was set in the 80s. It was from the 80s.
He surfed all the way from America to Southend.
Yeah.
So he's had to go around the country and then come in there.
This feels like one of those films that might have got made because everyone was on cocaine the day it was pitched.
Yeah. And he sees he was tired. He's like, man, I've just come from Beverly Hills.
This is
really
the
go
best
to the
Beverly
Thai.
Hills burger I've ever had.
Yeah. He goes to the restaurant. He really likes it. He backs it.
Oh, so what does he
yeah.
do? Why has he got money?
Because he's Tom Cruise.
Oh, he's paying himself.
Paying himself.
Yeah.
Backs it. Gary Oldman finds out, nicks all the money,
Oh,
shoots it into his veins. Oh no, God, it's hard drama.
It is. It's gone bleak, isn't it?
And Tim Roth catches him with his hand in the box. Stephen May says, I'll give you half of this for karate lessons. And Tim Roth doesn't have him in. He spends half the money on more karate lessons. Karate lessons aren't cheap.
No, very expensive karate lessons.
And then Beverly Hills shuts down. Jim Broadbent's broken,
Penniless, broken out on the street.
He starts doing karate.
Jim Broadbent starts doing karate.
Yeah, he starts doing karate and heroin.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Is there? Does it end? Is it bleak at the end?
Yes.
Oh no!
And then he dies.
Jim Broadbent does, and then he fixes his two sons. They both give up their terrible addiction.
Well, no, he dies. He has to die for them for everyone to give up heroin and for Tim Roth to give up.
Like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, and then just as Jim Broadbent dies, Tom Cruise surfs in again, but this time with loads of executives on the surfboards behind him.
Yeah, pulling
in
them.
Suits. But no, there's a surf with the suits on the briefcases with some money to help out the restaurant again. He says, I brought all my friends to try out the food.
And do the brothers open back up? And
no.
Like all the other shops in Southend, it just sits there and rots for a decade.
Yeah, well, he turns up and they say, he's dead, mate. And then he goes. So he was just that close. He was that close.
Oh, it's a real shame.
I know. It's my leave for you, though, isn't it?
Oh, well, yeah, I think it might be. Oh, that's bleak, but, you know, I'm in. I'm all in. The budget was blown apart by having Tom Cruise in it in the 80s.
But he did it because he's a Mike Leigh fan. He didn't really ask for much.
Oh, that was good of him.
Yeah, and the executives weren't actually Americans. They were just pretending.
And did he do his own surfing?
That was green screen.
Oh, dear. Right.
Bad green screen. It was a while ago.
Over to the chat. Let's see what the chat have to say about Beverly Hills Thai. The Rob Deb says, 2 of the 7 Hellraiser films were other horror scripts they changed. The Jean-Claude Van Damme film was made to use up the special effects from Masters of the Universe. Bloody hell. There's a 2019 movie called The Cave, set in Thailand, apparently. Thai Cop, a comedy. Drunkula, and it belongs to someone called Beverly Hill. Sequel to Beverly Hills Chihuahua, we did that one. That's people telling us it had all gone quiet. Isn't this Mike Leigh's documentary about the worrying problem about the prolific increase of ladyboys in LA? Don't get in the water at Southend. You'll end up with crude oil on your legs. Speaking from experience, says Fizzbin UK. I go in the sea in Southend often. I've never once had crude oil. Shit, yes. The actual effluent pumped out, yes. But oil, never had it. Although there
You
is
actually go at that sea. Yeah.
sometimes, yeah, go in that sea.
It's not even a proper sea. It's like an estuary,
It's
isn't
an
it?
estuary. It's between us, isn't it? We are the other side. We're each
Yeah.
the other side of the estuary.
You catch them going in.
We could have a tin can on a piece of string and we'd be able to communicate.
Really long piece of string till a big boat comes along.
Yeah, it might be better than this connection that we've got now, though. So,
Is it breaking up again?
it's been breaking up for some time. Let's push on. We've only been going for an hour and a half, so we might as well push on. The viewers are still there, and you're staying, viewer. And so this is on you. If you're watching this now, no one's complaining about the sound. Not a single complaint. No one's moaning. No one's complaining.
Exactly. I want another chance.
You get another chance. Dan, I know this isn't your fault. I'm not blaming you. You'll get your chance. You'll be back on. In 2 weeks' time, we do have Matt Adlington. But I promise you, I'll do a bonus one at some other stage. Don't you worry, Dan. I'm going to get you back. This is going to be fine. For my own thing, really. If nothing else, I need the viewers and the listeners on the podcast.
I'm going to sue somebody.
Oh, who are you going to sue? Richard Branson?
Yep.
Fizzbin UK says it's about 95% seawater there. Yeah, it is. Nice one. That's true. 95%. Right.
What's the other 5%?
That's piss and shit. Beverly Hills Tie. It was bleaker than we thought, but are you ready for your third film, Dan?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Rubbercat says, wait, were we supposed to be listening? It's not important. You don't have to. But yes, we can hear you, Dan. It's quite clear now. Drunkula. This is working okay. It's got kind of charm to it, like an old-timey outside broadcast. That's what we're going for. Right, here we go. Here's your third film. Service Chapter 2. I don't know what that's from.
Jesus. These are all better romantic comedy titles than the one I actually chose.
Well, do it then. Service Chapter 2.
No, I'm not going to be the romantic comedy guy.
Is this a sequel? Is this literally Service Chapter 2? Or is this Service Chapter 2? Or is this something else?
This is a sequel.
This is a sequel.
Yes, it's a sequel.
While you think, I just want to say Matt Adlington says, I'm looking forward to the Matt Adlington one. and Fizzbin says, this is porn. Service
can we do porn? Can we do porn?
Yes, you can do whatever you want, yeah.
Right,
We've never had a porn. We've never had a porn.
Never had a romantic comedy? You never had a porn. This is a porn. But it's relatively soft core.
Yeah, okay.
It's like Channel 5 late night. It's not, bend over or anything like that.
Is that still a thing? Channel 5 late night?
No, they promised it when Channel 5 was created. They said, erotic thriller every Friday night.
And 30 years later, they gave up on it, did they?
Well, they gave up about a year or two in.
Okay.
I was at school at the time. We was talking about it. It's like, oh, it's going to be softcore on every Friday night on Channel 5. It's going to be great.
And then it wasn't.
They had 5 films and they repeated them. Yeah.
I just remember Channel 5 had like such low value. Like James Whale had a show where the studio was just completely black, like black curtain, black floor.
Do you remember a soap they had for a while called Family Affairs?
Yes, I do remember that.
I thought about that the other day. And I think they all died at the end. It blew up.
Wow. Bite My Thumb is raiding with a party of 13. Thank you, Bite My Thumb.
That's Neil. I know Bite My Thumb.
Oh, we all know Neil. Do you say he's all right?
He's all right, yeah.
He's all right.
Explain the situation.
Yeah, I think you should. Let's get you to explain the situation so they can pick out every third word.
Virgin is all but down in my area. There's a fraction of bandwidth left remaining. If you could hear this message, I just want to tell you that there is no picture available, just my voice, and even that is shaky.
Virgin is down in my area. Thank you so much, Bite My Thumb, for the raid. Very much appreciated. You join us at the worst time in the history of streaming. Dan's internet is all but down. He is doing this by just tapping out noises on his Morse code machine. Thank you so much for the follow, Ray. Oh, I'm very difficult. I'm very difficult at reading. Rabies O'Flard.
Rabies of Lard.
Rabies of Lard. That's good. I like that name. Emo bonding experience. That's a really good name. Thank you for raiding. Thank you for being there. And this is a warm up, basically.
Yeah, this ain't my proper one.
This is just
counting.
a warm up for. And if you've never heard of this before, basically, I've got a randomizer that creates films, and Dan is telling us what the films are about. You've just turned up for his third film, Service Chapter 2, and it's a porno.
It's a porn.
It's a porn. Fizbin, Neil, come see how the professionals do streaming. Ashens, it's turning into the transmission from the Prince of Darkness. Oh no, is Dan having mic issues again?
Yeah, there's been problems with the Virgin and with Discord. I
But
think
what's
I
this
fixed
again?
the Discord.
What's this?
The Discord I fixed, but now it's Virgin.
Yeah. Okay, but why is Neil saying again?
Because he's ungrateful. I was on his stream on Wednesday, and I was having issues.
I never heard any of this. Ash, I'm having issues. Nonsense. Yeah, Ash Flaps pointing out he even deployed the pin into the router to do a reset. Not the comedy duo, the pin. Bite My Thumb says pretty rude.
It's a porn.
Ash Flaps says it's a porno. There's a t-shirt. Let's get that made. Right, okay, Service Chapter 2. Tell me about Service Chapter 2. It's softcore porn. It's Channel 5. You've just managed to get a film pitched to Channel 5. Is it going now, or is it going back when you were at school and Channel 5 did porn?
This is early 90s, and it stars the actor who played Curly Watts in Coronation Street. Do you remember him?
Yeah. I can't remember his name, but so he's in. So is it going to be like a Confessions of a Window Cleaner type thing then? He feels
No, they weren't serious with this thing.
Oh wow! How did they get a serious actor in?
What, Curly Watts?
Yeah.
Because he's not doing Coronation Street anymore.
Drunkula says Tom Watt. You're thinking of Lofty from EastEnders and not Curly Watts.
I'm thinking Curly Watts.
Yeah,
I don't know what his name is. Right,
Yeah.
Curly Watts is in the army with...
He had very bad eyesight to be in the army, didn't he? He had very, very thick glasses. Is it comedy porn or is it?
It's serious.
But how's he in the army? He had like bottle bottoms for glasses.
Well,
Kevin,
he just doesn't wear his glasses.
his name. He can't see fuck all, mate.
It doesn't matter. He's acting.
He's acting a man who can see.
Yeah, he's acting. He's a bit cross-eyed, but that comes into the story.
Okay, he's fumbling around. He's very good with his hands. Go on. Kevin Kennedy is his name. Thank you for
You
your
remember this is the sequel.
Oh,
Kevin Kennedy was in the first. It wasn't in the first one.
he wasn't in the first
It was someone who's gone on to do proper films.
one.
I
Okay.
can't think of the name now. This one stars Kevin Kennedy as the same actor. His name is Chest.
Chess.
Chest. Yeah, Chest. Chest Rockham. His name's Chest Rockham. He's he's a sergeant now because he was a private.
He's
the
private.
first
Go on. Lovely.
Yeah, the joke doesn't work anymore now because he can't say all you want to say were privates
Yeah.
along those lines. That's why this one isn't comedy. And his instructor is Shannon Tweed.
Who's Shannon Tweed? I know the name.
She's married to the lead singer of Kiss, I believe. She's in a lot of softcore
Gene
things.
Simmons. Is she?
Yes. Yeah, she's there, and she takes an instant liking to Kevin Kennedy.
An instant liking to the man from. Was he Emmerdale or Corrie?
He was Corrie.
He was
Curly
Corrie.
Watts.
Curly Watts. So Shannon Tweed, the the wife or partner of probably Gene Simmons, are we guessing?
Yeah.
And so she's in this type of film anyway.
She's the doctor, the medic.
The medic, doctor and the medics.
Yeah, she's the medic of the super elite team that Kevin Kennedy's part of.
He's in an elite. Hold on, he's in an elite, like
Yeah,
SAS style team.
The sniper.
Oh God, yeah.
So he has an injury because he fires his gun
into his own eye. It recoils.
Yeah, it hits the bridge of his nose.
Yeah, it recoils.
Yeah, he's got a little scratch.
Just to interrupt, Emo Bonding Experience says, "Are we saying Service Chapter 1 was someone's leg up into proper acting?"
Yes, it was.
It went mental.
And Kevin Kennedy's hoping for the same.
Drunkeness says, Shannon Tweed, you'd know her if you saw her. She's ubiquitous with softcore smut.
Yeah, she is like the queen of it.
A wild Russ appears. Had to be one of the Shannons. If it wasn't Tweed, it would have to be Worry.
These are Channel 5 softcore legends.
Emo Bonding Experience. Each lens in his glasses operates as a scope.
So he fires this gun. It's a new gun. It's an experimental one. It looks really shit though, because this is a porno. So it's got like cardboard tubes attached to it.
Is this low quality? Is this low?
Yeah, it's a porno. It's a sequel. So yeah, there's not much of a budget. So he fires this gun. It hits him on the bridge of the nose. It bleeds. He has to go to the medical tent where he meets Shannon Tweedy.
What's her name? Can I just
Her name is...
He's called Chest Rockham, and she is called...
Areola. Areola...
yeah.
Areola Peach.
Lovely.
It's Areola S. Peach. So it's Areola Peach. But S is a middle name. We just call her Ari. He calls her Ari. He goes to the tent.
It calls her Ari.
Yeah. He's got his broken nose. She gets in real close to have a look at it. They feel a connection as he, with his cross eyes, as he's looking.
She comes into sharp focus.
Yeah. And he's like, my God, you're beautiful.
Well, he's a sure shot as well, isn't he? He knows what he's like. He might wear those ridiculous glasses, but this guy is a sure shot. So when he says she's beautiful, he knows it.
He does. I mean, he's had the prettiest girlfriends in the past. He's got photos of them in his wallet. He shows them to everybody. This is another thing.
Even potential lovers.
Oh, he doesn't have potential lovers. He just has lovers.
Oh, really? Everyone falls into his trap.
As soon as he sets his sights, that's his whole thing, because he's a sniper.
Wow.
With massive glasses.
So is that the tagline, when he sets his sights?
Yes, that's it. When he sets his sights, he gets his end away. No, it will not have the end. So when he sets his sights, it's classy. And so they fall in love in the tent. They have sex in the tent. That goes on for 25 minutes.
Wow! Congratulations. There.
About average, they do all the positions.
Yeah, all four of them.
Yeah, all four positions. And then.
So is there one sex scene in the film?
No, there's four.
Four big sex scenes.
Yeah, because then there's his mate, played by, Kevin from Coronation Street, the one with the moustache who runs the garage.
How are we getting these guys?
The one who runs the garage, Kevin. I don't know what his real name is.
No, I don't
He's
know.
in
I
it,
don't know.
and he has sex with the dinner lady.
I think that's how it works. Where's she come from? Where's the dinner lady come from?
Have you ever seen porn before, Ash?
I've never seen a dinner lady in porn.
Well,
I haven't.
The rations. She's giving out the rations. This is some kind of training camp.
She's giving out the rations. Okay.
Yeah. And there's no food left, and he goes up there. Kevin from Coronation Street goes up to the thing, and he says, "There's no food left." I don't remember what he sounds like. There's no food left, and she's like, "I've got your food. Come back here."
Oh,
And
it's
then
not
he
in her
goes
bum,
round.
is it? It's not in her bum.
No.
All right.
He goes around the back and he sees a slice of bread on her boob, just sitting there on top of her boob, right? And there's a little hole in it, and the nipple's just poking out because it's got to stay up there, otherwise it would just slide off. I mean,
Yeah,
that was a
yeah.
tactical choice. It wasn't
Could have used
supposed to
some
be
jam.
erotic.
Could have used a bit of jam.
Yeah, they haven't really got jam. Jam just get in the way because he takes the bread off and then makes love to her.
Does he eat the bread, or is it wasted?
No, he doesn't eat the bread. The bread was an excuse.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
a major plot point.
No, it was an excuse to get Kevin from Coronation Street back then. They had sex for 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Do you want me to go through all the sex, or have you got the gist?
I've got this. So 50 minutes of this film is different people from Coronation Street having sex.
That's a porn.
That is a porn.
Later on, the Curly goes off on like a patrol, makes love to a native girl. I don't know where they are.
Where are they? I do want to know.
It doesn't really matter.
So
It's just
there's a
someone who's-
lesbian scene.
Yeah, and then Curly Watts has sex with Kevin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Very, very
very
progressive.
forward thinking. Yep, and
And
then
out,
he-
but it's softcore, is it?
yeah, relatively.
There's a lot of...
You could tell they filmed everything, but they cut it down.
Oh dear. Oh wow. And I'm surprised that he continued to get work. Or is that why he left Corey?
No, he's not in Search Chapter 3. That's someone else.
He's made his big...
That's Marlon from Emmerdale.
Who?
Marlon from Emmerdale, the one who runs the park, the chef.
Oh, I didn't see it. They really had a type, didn't they?
They did. They did. Well, they know that these stars will get the viewers in,
Yeah, that's true.
and they're bloody cheap.
Meowigan says, "Oh, that's a pretty name." When you said Areola Peach, Drunkula, she's called Areola Peach because she's got really fuzzy nipples. Let's not judge. Part of the service is using a Remington Fuzzway on the lady. Emo bonding experience that must confuse his military targets. Aims at the one. That must confuse his military target. Aims at 1 minute. Next minute, it's a makeout session in a minefield. I think I butchered that by reading it. Drunkula 4. When was there a new discovery? Don't know what that was. Bonding experience. Was this just a British soap spin-off?
Kind of.
Yeah. I'm racking my brain and I can't get past 3. I don't know what they're talking about. Emo bonding experience, hand job and a cornflake tart. What a day! I like that. That's a bit of dialogue from the film. Oh, a hand job and a cornflake tart. What a day! Mauigan says the perfect porn tash. I've got that. I don't know why, but I've got this tash that's really showing up on stream. While you were away, Dan, it was pointed out that the lighting is making it look like I've got a moustache.
Have you shaved recently? Or is that a couple of days' growth there?
It's a couple of days growth, but it's really come through. Relative soft porn featuring your aunt and your uncle from Bite My Thumb. Relative, Dan, you see?
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, come on. I remember watching the prequel with .com.
Well, that was Service Chapter 1.
Or the tagline.
The tagline is when you're in his sights.
When you're in his sights. I'm going to write this down.
When you're in his sights, he does you. Because they always kind of have a bit of a tagline, but they go a bit too far with them.
He does, yeah.
I'm glad to have the first porn and the first romantic comedy.
You've earned it.
I'd watch that.
You've earned it. That was lovely. Service Chapter 2. Right. Are you ready for your next film? That was good. That was really good. I enjoyed that. I'd watch that, but I'd watch it on my own.
Just to see how Curly Watts is doing, to be honest.
To be fair, you would. There's a comedy group called Cowards that had Tim Key in it, Stefan Golochevsky, Lloyd Wolfe, and Tom Basden. And in one of the skits that they do, they get one of them gets home. They're all flatmates, and It goes, "Oh, what are you watching?" And they're watching. It goes, "Oh, this is the latest Nicholas Lyndhurst porno." And they go, "Oh, he's a big boy. Always a big boy." And then one of them says, "Oh, I shouldn't want him to fall in love with me." It feels like add that to it. Emo Bonding Experience says, "I have watched that instead of I'd watched that." There you go. All right, here we go with your fourth film, Dan. I mean, we're going long, viewer. We're going long, but it was because 30 minutes of it was... Oh, my goodness.
Weapon.
Cop Weapon is your latest film. And you went early with the porno.
Yeah.
And there's your tummy rumbling again.
It is. What's going on?
I do love the fact that each film you make feels like it fits the synopsis of the last film that you did. I love that.
Yeah. Cop Weapon. Right, we're going to go sci-fi, action sci-fi now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah,
Is it when is it from? Are we talking about a film that's being made
It's
now?
from the year 2020.
Oh, wow, a couple of years ago.
But it was made 1980.
Oh, it's set in the future.
See?
I like it. Made in 1980. 42 years ago.
Oh, we'll say 90. 30 years.
Okay.
I forgot how long ago that was.
I know, it's depressing, mate.
This film stars
people, rabbits of lard, rabies of lard has to either have Jean-Claude Van Damme or Seagal in it, but it doesn't have to. It's up to you. But it does feel like that genre is about to.
I think more Christopher Lambert though. If it's
Lambert's
early 90s.
back. He's the most popular actor we've had in this show.
Is he really?
Yeah. Lambert's been in.
He deserves more films. I think
he does.
That's probably what it is.
He's got one. Wow.
I love the way the mic doesn't work half the time, but you could pick up all of my belly rumblings.
Yeah, that's true. Did you not eat before you come on? Were you trying to stay hungry like a...
I think I've eaten too much or not the right things.
What did you eat?
Well, everybody's away at the minute, so I feel like they might have cut the internet off to spite me.
Oh, so do you think there's something they don't want you to get in? They don't want to come back and just see you as a hollow, sort of dishevelled man that never made it out of the room.
I ate a family-sized meatball pasta bake that I bought from Sainsbury's on the way home.
When it's one of those sharing ones.
Yeah, because I could just chuck it in the oven.
Yeah. It's mad that they think people are going to share those and not eat them themselves.
Right, so Christopher Lambert, who's the bad guy?
Oh, he's a baddie.
No, he's a goodie.
Oh, what?
The bad guy is...
who's the bad... Sorry, I thought you said Christopher Lambert, who's the bad guy?
The bad guy is animated. It's Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'll see, boy.
Oh, dear. So after the success of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, they've gone for a sci-fi cop. Yeah. Is it actually... Oh, it is actually him.
It's Foghorn Leghorn, yeah, but he has a cybertronic eye.
Is it a Looney Tunes film?
No, there's some kind of legal loophole thing where they managed to get Foghorn Leghorn.
Like they've done now with Winnie the Pooh. Now he's out of copyright.
Yeah, they managed to get him. I think the actor who did Foghorn Leghorn's voice said, I'll only do this, boy. I said, I'll only do this if I could own the rights to him, boy.
Wasn't it Mel Blanc that did...
Maybe he did all the voices. Yeah, but if you want to pick holes on this...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have. Emo Bonding Experience says, I'm sold on this.
That's what you need to do.
Wild Russell Pierce says, I'm in. We've got some I'd Watch That's coming in right now.
Straight away.
Don't forget, I should have said this at the start. I should have said it at the start. If you would watch this, just hit I'd Watch That. I'd say Mel Blanc, yeah, it was. But okay, that's fine. So whoever's doing it in 1990, Mel Blanc was long dead by then, I think. Maybe. They've got the rights to Foghorn Leghorn. And by God, they're using it.
Yeah, there's no reason for him to be animated.
No.
He's just in the film.
Oh, I've just seen that Fizbin UK says, yes, Mel Blanc. I say Mel Blanc. Um, and
He's just in the film, and nobody sort of
no one's
even
referencing that he's a toon.
nobody even looks at him and says, "Why is he a cartoon?"
Wowzers.
It's because it's 2020 and we
Yeah.
don't have any prejudices anymore.
Basically, I think in 2020 people thought that there would be cartoon sort of people with us.
Did you really, Ash?
No, I didn't. I was just joking around.
Foghorn Leghorn owns
But with a cybernetic eye, yeah.
yeah, and a little bit of metal at the tip of his beak. He owns he owns all the landline telephones.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good thing because in the 90s they wouldn't have known that landline was on its
Yeah,
way
that's
out.
it. He owns them all.
He owns the world. Then, if
He does.
he who owns the landlines controls the world.
That's it. That's the tagline. Right. So Christopher Lambert is the weapon and a cop.
Emo bonding experience. Foghorn Leghorn is BT OpenReach.
It's fucking Virgin Media tonight.
Oh dear.
Christopher Lambert is the cop and the weapon.
Truly is.
So people go into this thinking, "Oh, I wonder what the cop weapon is," and he's like, "It's me."
He is the cop. He is the weapon. Why is he the weapon?
Well, because he kicks ass.
Is he a fighter?
He is in this film. I mean, it's not very convincing.
Because it's difficult to fight a cartoon.
No, only because you're imagining it's a cartoon, but
Yeah,
he interacts with the world. The world interacts with Foghorn Leghorn.
I'm just thinking about the filming of it. That's what I'm
This
thinking.
isn't this. You're thinking of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. This
Yeah.
isn't Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
No, I know, but I'm just thinking this has still got to be made. We've still somehow got to make this.
Well, it's easier for Christopher Lambert to be a convincing martial artist if he's fighting a cartoon.
That's absolutely true. You're right. I shouldn't have questioned you. I actually genuinely apologise there. You're
because when he does a kick, and if it's
we
2
can
miles
draw
away,
it. We can draw it in.
Draw him closer. Yeah. Draw him. Where do you want him kicked? I'll just kick wherever you want, Chris.
Are we getting the Warner Brothers guys to? Was that Looney Tunes? Warner Brothers?
Yeah.
Are we getting them in to do the animation, or will they not? Do you think?
No, we get someone else in to do it. We get Japanese artists to do the
straight in.
Yeah, I mean he's a bit anime. He's a bit sort
Is
of
he
like.
going to... Okay. Can anyone out there? I mean, you're an artist. I'll ask you. Will you please draw us? You've got nothing better to do. Can you please draw us and a sort of anime Foghorn Leghorn with a Cybertronic eye and a little metal bit on his beak? Is that something you'd be able to knock up at some point?
Yeah, I absolutely could. I absolutely won't.
Oh, come on.
I don't want to draw Foghorn Leghorn. You know, that kind of thing is what your druggy neighbour would draw.
And
he'd draw a Foghorn Leghorn. Yeah.
Oh, please.
He'd impress all the kids in the neighbourhood by drawing Foghorn Leghorn with tits. Did you have a neighbour like that?
No, but I like it.
When I was a young kid, there was a neighbour in our block of flats, and he drew a naked lady for us because we asked him to. We were about 8.
Yeah.
And then all of the mums went around to his house and told him off. I've never felt so guilty.
Was he an adult man?
He was an adult man.
He shouldn't be doing that. He shouldn't be doing that.
No. Yeah, it was a pretty good drawing.
I would like you. I don't expect you to do any of the things that takes you 8 hours, but I'd appreciate it if you would knock up this cyber Foghorn Leghorn, please. I would genuinely. I tell you what, if you do it, I will start a what's it called, Teespring account and put Foghorn Cybernotic top weapon Foghorn Leghorn there, and we'll split any t-shirt sales. There you go.
Yeah, surrounded by landlines.
Yeah, well, you draw that. That's you. You can draw that, and you'll be paid.
Then we'll have the title up.
Cop weapon.
I'll tell you, I'll mock up the entire poster, shall I?
Yes.
Yeah, and we'll have the tagline. What's the tagline?
Oh, I don't think I wrote it down. Did anyone remember?
Control the landlines, control the world, or something, wasn't it?
Yeah. Was it he who controls the landline? Yeah. I'll best write that down. He who controls the landlines controls the world. Well, there you go. There's going to be our first T-shirt that we ever come up with.
There you go.
If
Yep.
you draw it, and I'll animate it and turn it into a movie trailer with random clips of Foghorn Leghorn and Lambert dotted in. I mean, you can't not now, Dan. You can't not.
No.
I mean, I can't draw, otherwise I would do it. Matt Adlington has drawn. Oh, he's got a little I'd watch that emote. Where's that? How's that happened? That's good.
Should you have that?
Yeah, I don't know how he's done that. I like that. Matt, how have you done that? How can people do emote? I didn't do that. Anyway, well done,
Christopher Lambert has a Jamaican accent.
Why? Why?
Because he never does his own French accent, does he? He's always trying to do something else.
To put it on.
So he sounds like Christopher Lambert, but
emo
he
bonding
says
saying I'd watch that.
he's from Jamaica. He tells everybody he's from Jamaica. I'm from Jamaica. He says a lot. He reiterates it all the time, even when people are talking about other things.
He has to remind them because the accent's so bad.
He'll just jump in the middle of a conversation like they were saying, "Oh, Foghorn Leghorn's got all the."
Is he got? Hold on, is Foghorn Leghorn called Foghorn Leghorn in the film?
No, what are we going to call him? We're going to call him Tinto.
Tinto.
That's enough, isn't it?
Yeah, Tinto's Brazilian. He's only got one name. I love it. Genuinely, I love that. Cop weapon, Christopher Lambert. So he's trying. So I don't really think I remember you telling me about the plot of the film.
Right, yeah. So Foghorn Leghorn he controls all of the landlines. What he's done is he's pulled the end of all the wires and dragged the landlines underground, pulled them all out like a bunch of Christmas lights.
Christ almighty.
So everyone just wakes up and there's a hole where their phone was.
So the phones have gone as well, not just the leads.
Yeah.
Wow.
All of it.
That is bad.
Everything that's connected. Christopher Lambert wakes up to phone his girlfriend who's in France.
Why? Why is she in France?
I don't know. About wherever. Well, she's somewhere. She's on holiday. Yeah,
she's on holiday.
Really
she's from Jamaica. Yeah.
She says to him all the time, "Oh, what's Christopher Lambert's name in it? His name is."
Oh yeah, you didn't say that. Yeah, sorry.
We're going to call him David.
Oh yeah.
David Clark.
Wow.
Yeah, because he hasn't got. Look, kids aren't born with action names.
No, I've done a whole bit of stand-up about it. That most people in films are called John something. Yeah, there is like a huge majority of action hero stars that literally they wrote the film and went, fuck, we haven't given him a name, and it was like just John, like John McClane, John Matrix, John
David Clark.
David Clark. Okay, David Clark is in.
His girlfriend constantly says to him, "I want to see Paris," and he's like, "I don't want to see Paris." Like it's like a Lynn joke. Like we know that he's seen Paris.
Yeah,
but he makes out he just doesn't like France.
He hates France because he's
Jamaican.
Yeah.
He wakes up. His phone's gone. There's a hole in the wall. Everybody else's phone's gone. He goes to work. He's like, "God damn it! God damn it! I have phones." I can't do his voice.
And does he get them back?
Eventually, and the hand delivers them to everybody.
Wow, he's a fucking hero.
He is a hero.
Someone suggested he's called John.
He kills Foghorn Leghorn by wrapping a landline around his neck and dangling him off the BT tower.
Oh, wow.
And he says, "Hang up." I don't know why.
Well, he thought it made sense.
Yeah. You're going to hang up.
Wow. You're going to hang up is better.
Yeah. It's time that you hung up.
It should be.
I'll say.
It should have been Schwarzenegger for that kind of line, but we couldn't get him. Cop weapon is a tour de force, an absolute triumph. Yeah, I like it. Very, very good. Danny, you ready for your final film?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear. It's been lovely. The whole of Cop Weapon was absolutely perfect. I feel like we've got something there as well, because I really do feel like this is going to be a big selling T-shirt. You've got to do quite a lot of the work, though. I do appreciate
Yeah.
that. I can't. I'm just not very artistic. Right, here we go. Here's your final film. Leon Secret. Again, sounds like a porno.
Leon Secret. This is a spy thriller. Leon Secret is a spy.
Oh, that is his name.
Yes, Leon Secret. He's very undercover.
I've written the word spy secret by mistake.
Nobody would ever figure out that Leon Secret is a spy.
No, because it's unless is it nominative determinism, like where the surname makes you do the job that your surname is.
Yes.
Like someone called John Baker is a baker,
and he's after Jimmy Terrorist.
Oh wow. Can we have some actors early on here?
Yeah, Leon Secret is played by Jimmy Corkill from Brookside.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you're obsessed. And is this an A-list movie?
Does it have to be an A-list?
No. I'm asking. No, it could be anything you want. It could be a TV movie. It could be a porno, as you've proven.
It's a British movie. This is back when Brookside was at its peak, and they thought Jimmy Corkill was going to be a big hit.
But that would happen sometimes. Sometimes, I've said this before, you'd get an EastEnders actor and they would be in like Avatar or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd go, bloody hell, that's him from Brookside.
Yes,
So this is a TV film, Leon's Secret. So he's a spy. Is it funny or is it serious?
Yeah, I think it's a comedy.
It's a comedy. Leon's Secret and Jimmy Terrorist. Who's playing Jimmy Terrorist? Let me guess. Is it Jimmy Nail?
No, it's do you remember Nigel from EastEnders?
Yeah, I remember Nigel. He had a perm. He had a wet perm. I remember him.
He's the bad. He's Jimmy Terrorist.
People suggesting low budget James Bond. Emo bonding experience said that. I'll have a Pepsi, bottled, not can.
I'll have a roller cola.
Roller cola. Fizzbin saying Tom Cruise for this one. Well, no, we've pitched it just beneath Tom Cruise, actually. There, Fizzbin. Okay, so tell me about it then. So Leon Secret is a spy. Jimmy Terrorist is about to commit some terrorist atrocities.
Yeah, he has managed to get himself in with a band.
With a what? Sorry, I broke up that one.
He's bassist in the Arctic Monkeys.
He's the bassist in the Arctic Monkeys.
Or he's a replacement bassist.
Because they lost their bassist after the first album, famously.
Yeah, and then he took over. He's sort of just slipped in there. Nigel.
Yeah. No one
Nigel
noticed.
on stage. He's using his influence to get young teens to throw bricks through windows.
Yeah, the Arctic Monkeys, well, they're famously a sort of teen band type thing. Yeah, very influential in the teen.
Keeps up the band like trying to write songs, and Nigel keeps Jimmy Terrorist keeps kind of urging them to say, no, start writing songs about throwing bricks through windows.
Start writing songs about throwing bricks through windows.
Yeah, so they release a song called Brick for the Window.
Yeah, it's pretty on the nose, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh no, this is just this is why I want to get this one, because it's by thrillers art.
I mean, it's breaking up again here, so I don't want it to be spoiled by it breaking up.
Test.
Heard some of them, that's for sure.
Oh,
we could do this. We could do this. So Nigel from EastEnders, Jimmy Terrace, has joined the Arctic Monkeys as the replacement bassist, and he's trying to turn the Arctic Monkeys to make them write songs about throwing bricks through windows. What is his motivation for that?
His motivation for this, because the next song on the album is Turn the Stove On.
Oh my good God. Turn the stove on. So he wants bricks through windows. He wants stoves on. People are going through the windows they've smashed.
Well, the windows are smashed. All the stoves are on. Think about it.
Are they alight or is it just the gas?
No. They're not like the gas in them. Every house in the country with a team
The
Likes
parody.
Arctic monkeys. Every stove is on, not light. While they're asleep, the country's filling up with gas ash.
That's a horrific, horrific, horrific tale. And so, how is Leon's secret solving this?
Well, he buys Smash Hits magazine.
Right.
He sees he sort of like pops up the charts on his wall, but he does that anyway. It's like a hobby. And then he sees Smash the Windows, #1, Arctic Monkeys. He sees.
Oh, he's piecing it together as it comes out.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of cotton with pins. And you see,
Like red cotton going between them.
yeah.
Is he a big Arctic Monkeys fan?
No, not really. He likes A1, but he's Smash the Windows. Bit of going to leave the gas on. He sticks his head out the window. He smashed the window because someone smashed his window. He smells gas,
Oh my god!
and he's like, "These are both by Arctic Monkeys." And then he sees an advert on TV. Arctic Monkeys' latest song. Have a cigarette.
Light a cigarette.
Have a cigarette. Yep.
Yeah.
Puts it together. He thinks, "My God, when they play this on top of the pops, the country's going to blow up."
This is good. This is good. This is a bit like the plot to Kingsman.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you seen Kingsman?
Yes, I have.
It's a bit like that. They're all going to sign up to a new mobile phone service, and it turns people mad.
So what he does is he runs out in the street. What he does, he runs out and he meets the band Steps.
Are we getting all these bands in it? Is it a bit like?
Yeah, I'm getting it.
Is it a bit like Spice World, where you get all these cameos from other bands and stuff?
Yeah. He joins Steps. He replaces H. One's called H, aren't they?
Yeah.
Jimmy Leon Secret replaces H, gets them to release a song called "Turn the Gas Off."
Oh, he's got to hope that they're just as influential, really.
Well, luckily they are, and that's how Jimmy Terrorist gets foiled. All the gas goes off, and then he releases another song with Steps called "Kill Jimmy Terrorist."
Oh my good god!
It's clever. It's all mind games. Back and forth. It's like a big game of chess.
So he gets them to kill people. He gets them to kill Jimmy Terrorist.
Everybody to kill Jimmy Terrorist. Well, the way he sees it is if they get the Steps lot to sing and dance in a very lively way, then there's going to be one person that will kill Jimmy Terrorist.
I mean, I don't know if that makes him the monster.
Well, that's the question at the end, isn't it? Who is the monster?
Can I get a tagline for this? Or so are we getting the bands to do the music of the Arctic Monkeys and Steps doing the? So we're pushing this film quite big because of the musical influences.
It's an association with Top of the Pops.
It's literally funded by Top of the Pops.
Yeah, it is.
They're trying to rebuild their reputation after some of the damaging stuff that happened to them.
Yeah.
Okay, can I have a tagline?
Yes. It's a smash hit.
It's a smash hit.
You do better. You do better, Ash.
No. I like that. It's a smash hit. When you said he was a spy, though, I feel it developed from him being a spy there.
To what? Him being in a band?
Yeah, well, yeah, and like he was sort of a private investigator rather than a spy. But that's fine.
He was a spy because he was dressed like H from Steps.
Okay, there we go. That's perfect. Well, absolutely brilliant. Thank you. We've got some great films there. Let's just recap very quickly on the films we had. Demolition Recall, which was a rom-com, the first we've had on I'd Watch That.
Yeah.
Then we had Beverly Hills Thai, a Mike Leigh film where Jim Broadbent wants to open a Beverly Hills / Thai restaurant. Service Chapter 2, the first porno that we've ever had, which had Curly Watts and Shannon Tweed. as Chest Rockingham and Areola Peach.
Mm-hmm.
Cop Weapon, which was Christopher Lambert as David Clark, and Foghorn Leghorn as his animated adversary,
Nemesis, yeah.
Tim Tinto. And then finally we had Leon's Secret, where the spy, who was another person from Brookside, who infiltrated
Jimmy Corkill.
Jimmy Terrorist infiltrated the Arctic Monkeys and put out some messages in the songs, hidden messages, to try and influence the youngsters to basically gas and explode the rest of their families. So
the country,
the whole country. So Leon's Secret had to join steps to counteract that and save the nation.
When you say it out loud,
Yeah.
it sounds ridiculous.
Now, I'm going to do a poll now. That is going live as we speak. You've got 3 minutes to vote on the poll. And you can now vote on that poll live. If you're watching this now, please vote. As soon as, Leon's Secret lost us a lot of viewers there. I don't know what it was about it that people didn't like.
A lot of Arctic Monkeys or Steps fans.
Yeah, it could be that. It could be that. But if you get the opportunity, if you can, click on over there and vote on the poll. Be very interested to know what you think is the best film. I've got my favourite. My favourite, definitely Cop Weapon. Definitely. I love the idea.
Shit about Beverly Hills Tie.
Beverly Hills Tie, I think, is one of the worst pitches of a film I've ever heard. That's all I'm saying. A Wild Russ appears. Does Leon have a brother called Southern Secret? I don't know what that means. I should know. What does Southern Secret mean?
Southend-on-Sea, Leon-Sea.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm so shit at reading, Dan. I thought it was Southern, but it says Southend on sea. Southend on sea, crit. A Wild Russ appears. I just want to fully apologise for being dreadful.
Oh yeah, Leon-Sea. It's Leon-Sea, crit. Yeah, God.
Yeah, I mean, it is absolutely incredible from A Wild Russ appears to have seen that. And yet, I didn't see it. Leon-Sea, crit. I mean, that if you'd have thought of that, that might have been maybe a better film. But, we were
really? What better than
that? I reckon maybe. I don't know for sure, but who knows? I think you've come up with some crackers. What was your favourite there?
I just like the idea of Foghorn Leghorn playing a baddie and nobody sort of paying any attention to him being a cartoon.
Again, it feels like one of those potential things that happened when so many people were on a lot of cocaine, and you'd had Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and it was a massive success. There was a secret written for Who Framed Roger Rabbit that they never got off the ground. Like they'd bought the rights to it, but it never got made. Did you know that?
No, I watched it just 2 days ago, actually.
Did you watch it with your daughter, or did you just watch it?
Did watch it with my daughter, yeah.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I was a bit worried about the end.
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember me? That guy.
It's very
hard. Yeah.
When he melts him in the dip, that is pretty low.
When you get to a point like that in a film with your kids, you're like, oh, look, he's all silly now. He's just flat and he's flopping about. He's just
Indiana Jones. Oh, look,
yeah.
God's melting the Nazi's face. That's what happens if you're bad.
I'm starting to think Demolition Recall might be my favourite now, though. I like the old fishing connection.
I mean, I loved the way it developed. I've got to be honest. I loved the way that developed. Again, if we were making T-shirts, I'm saying Demolition Recall. I could see that being a T-shirt, but I think it was great. I love the way that he fished her parents out. And that
would be a great climax, though, wouldn't it?
It would be. And the results are in. Cop Weapon has won the best film Oscar. And this, I'd watch that. 54% of the votes. Cop Weapon wins. Demolition Recall in second. So genuinely, your feelings there are pretty bang on. Yeah. Beverly Hills Tie, Service Chapter 2, and Leon's Secret, all with 8% of the vote. So I think it's pretty. I mean, 54% of the vote. That's pretty big, isn't it? That is.
Quite big, yeah.
I think that's.
It was the Foghorn Leghorn, I think.
I think it genuinely was. It was lovely.
Tinto.
Well, Dan, thank you so much. I'm going to say it's been a pleasure.
Thanks for your patience.
It's been absolutely fine. We're going to, I'm still going to stick it out as a podcast. I'll chop off the worst bit at the beginning. And sorry for listening to this. There it is. You can put up with it. It's fine. Dan, will you come back on when Virgin are back in your area and they've rewired your house?
Absolutely will.
And we might do it. It might not be a Monday. Who knows? Ash Flaps McNulty says, genuinely, this has been great. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for the follows. We had Emo Bonding Experience. We had Rabies of Lard. Bite My Thumb raided. Thank you. Rob Dead subscribed. Thank you, Rob. Ed Trott subscribed. Sam the King followed again, but he does that every week. But thank you very much. Dan, tell us I know everyone who's watching this watches you anyway, but just tell them.
Not all of them.
Tell them where they can find you and what you do.
I can probably just post it. I also stream on Twitch.
But it's normally much better quality, isn't it?
No, not necessarily. Just more experience, Ash.
Okay.
Don't you be talking yourself down there.
In terms of your signal, I meant really.
Yeah, there you go. There's the link. That's my
because you're
channel.
a moderator, of course. You can do all of this stuff. Go and follow Dan. Genuinely, it's brilliant stuff. Whether he's
I'll
making
let you down
something,
tonight. I'll let you down.
Big star. Whether you're making stuff, whether you are some of the videos that you do where you're just talking and playing clips of stuff. I just can't get my head around the production of it. It's incredible. I love your top 10 stuff. That's always worth a watch. If you're watching this, you can go and watch those on YouTube. I've done it. Ashens has done it. Who else has done it? Bite My Thumb has done it. Biffo's done it. They're all on there. Genuinely go and watch them. They're brilliant. Right, let's go raid someone. Who we got? We got Trista Bites is on. We got Kim Justice. Or if there's someone else that people want us to raid, please tell us who to raid. If not, I'm going to go Trista Bites, I think. Fizzbin UK, this has been much fun. Thanks, or as Dan would say, this Rubber Cat. Good night, chaps. Gemma says, a little laughy face. Thanks, Ash and Dan. Lots of fun, says Wild Russ.
Yeah, if you're not following, do follow.
Please follow. Please follow me as well. Jesus Christ. Please.
Yeah, I'm talking about you.
And follow us both. Oh, yeah, Dan. If you follow Dan and you don't follow me. I need it. I genuinely need it.
Look at the production value here. It needs more viewers.
Very high. Matt Adlington is going to be on in 2 weeks. Thank you so much to Matt. He is absolutely brilliant as well as a stand-up comedian. And he's so close. Like, if his internet goes down, he could drive here in the time it took you to reset your router, to be fair. So, yeah, that's in 2 weeks' time. I think it's the 11th of July. We've got Matt Adlington on. Very much looking forward to that. I do want to get some acts on, some people on, some guests on that I don't know. Rob Deb's definitely going to be on as well. Richard Sandling, I'm going to get on. But please let me know if you think of someone that'd be good for it. Let me know.
Neil, My Thumb would be
yes,
good.
very good. Yes, please. And that'd be great. Yeah. So if you think of someone, just message me at Ashfrith on Twitter. That'd be brilliant. Let's go and raid Trista Bites. I think that would be a good thing to do. They've already got 98 viewers, so let's go and push them over the 100. Thank you so much for watching. We're back. We might be back before Matt Adlington. I might see if I can squeeze Dan in when his internet's working. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? If not, then Dan will be back on very, very soon. Thank you for watching. Follow me on Twitter at Ashfrith. Subscribe to the podcast. I'd watch that. And tell your friends. Thank you very much. Let's start this raid. 10 seconds. It's difficult. 10 seconds, quite a long time once you've pressed the button, isn't it?
I always forget that there's a delay.
There is a delay. Here we go. We're ready to raid. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you all soon. Bye.